Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, we will present about our mini research paper on the topic the role of social media in human trafficking.
1. First, introduction. A variety of benefits can be gained from social media, including the proliferation of a new form of activism, as well as the rapid dissemination of time-sensitive information. The decentralization of news and online activism has created opportunities for diverse perspective, experience, and content that are often absent from mainstream media. Due to the increase in social media usage, human trafficking content has increased and information about online threats to youth safety and has been shared more widely. Next, problem statement. The increasing use of social media has created a nest of human trafficking to attract victims. The sophistication of technology makes it easier for criminals to trap victims of trafficking. This happens because of the lack of awareness about human trafficking and the growing use of social media. Research objective. Number 1. To identify the solemnity, the role of social media in human trafficking in Malaysia. Second, to explain the recruitment process of human trafficking in social media. Research question. How the solemnity, the role of social media in human trafficking in Malaysia. Second, how the recruitment process of human trafficking in social media. Significance of research. This study was done to create an increased vigilance user from becoming victims of cyber criminals who are always threatening security through cyber mediums.
There are a lot of theory in human trafficking issues. First of all is from Muhammad Bakri 2010 conducted a study titled Crime and Issues of Human Trafficking Among Foreigners. The research discussed some issues to human trafficking among foreigners, including sexual exploitation, baby sales, and slavery. As a qualitative study, several factors have been identified that cause of human trafficking in Malaysia, including poverty, illiteracy, economic crisis, internal and regional conflict, and political instability. Human trafficking is defined in different ways by different agencies, but there are three basic elements that are all defined, which is from Winterdick, distinguish 5 elements of recruitment. First of all is transportation, transferring, harboring, and receiving. Human trafficking involves 2 other elements, the method or how it is done, and this includes abuse, coercion, abduction, fraud, deception, and streets.
Okay, now we look at the chapter 3. In this chapter, there are 5 sections to the description of the research methodology, which is research design, and study design, collecting data, instrument, and analysis of data. Okay, research design, the question raised in this study is how the solemnity of the role of social media in human trafficking in Malaysia and how the requirement process of human trafficking in social media. To achieve the objective, the researchers use qualitative methods. Collecting data. The secondary data is the use in literature review and in chapter 2. And then look at the analysis data. The findings were reconstructed to present in detail what they had discovered on content analysis. The result of the data collected through a content analysis were analyzed in a qualitative form.
My name is Turul Alavintu Muhammad Azwan. My matric number is 1190279. So, I would like to present about chapter 4, which is research finding. Introduction. In this chapter, the researcher will discuss the result of the study, which is to answer the research questions that have been presented in chapter 1. The findings that will be discussed are qualitative truth content analysis. Analysis the finding of the base journal or article relate the role of social media in human trafficking between year 2013 to 2021. So, from Article 1, which is the title, The Role of Social Media in Human Trafficking Victimization, the researcher is Alicia Mary Terwilliger, years 2021. So the finding of the study is the lack of awareness of human trafficking coupled with the increase in technology and social media. Article 2 the title The Role of Social Media in Human Trafficking. The researcher is Carolina C. Kirka by year 2021. The finding of the study is trafficking in human beings is currently one of the fastest growing areas in crime. It is very complex and is often linked to other factors, for example, economy or social. So, last but not least, Article 3 is titled Online Human Trafficking, the Impact of Social Media Use. Researcher Siti Nurbayani, Neng Siti Mulyani and Nindita Fazria Utami by 2017. The finding of the study is the technology that is developed so rapidly and so sophisticatedly can cause a disaster for a community if there has a low level of education. So I think I just read 3 articles only. Alright, so thank you. That's all from me.
Okay, next suggestion. The objective of this chapter is to discuss the discussion and conclusion of the study related to the study. Keep in mind that taking into account the result of past study and comparing them is very important to encourage the development of a file. This chapter is divided into 2 subtopics, which are the discussion of research question and the conclusion. The research that has been carried out can be clearly formulated through the writing of a study entitled The Role of Social Media in Human Trafficking. Overall, the research findings obtained have been detailed and analyzed clearly by the researchers based on the research instrument, which is content analysis. Based on the research that has been conducted, the researcher can conclude that the issue of human trafficking is a very serious issue and should not be taken lightly. However, it is not easy to overcome this issue if there is no cooperation between all parties. As a result, all parties need to play an important role to reduce and eradicate this issue. This is because human trafficking is a very serious crime because it involves human life. That's all from us. Thank you for your time for this video. Let's fight human trafficking together and be careful in the future.